I know the questions that have echoed in your heart during the long stillness, the pain of feeling unseen or deeply misunderstood by those around you. You wondered if you were the problem, if you had missed the moment, if the waiting meant you weren't ready. But listen carefully now, my beloved child. That waiting was not punishment. It was divine protection. I was guarding a version of you, the true version I called from dangers you could not yet see. And now, because you chose trust in the quiet, because your spirit matured in the unseen places, the season has turned. There are specific, powerful truths about the strength forged within you, about the timing of your release, that I am speaking now. Lean in close. These words are for this version of you, unlocking the path ahead. There is a deep link within you, something holy. You no longer need others to see it or agree with it, because your own inner knowing is now certain. The times you felt separate were not signs of being left behind. They were careful protection, a gentle shielding for one who carried something the world wasn't ready to receive fully. You cried over the waiting. You asked for relief from the weight you carried. You saw ways forward closed off, wondering if you missed a sign, or worse, if something was wrong with you. But let me speak this plainly. You were not shut out. You were simply kept back. And that keeping back was on purpose. You were not missed. You were being made ready for the exact moment. You were stopped from going forward, not because you weren't worthy, but because what you held was too sacred to be shown too soon. I did not let you go ahead sooner because I saw the risks that came with being seen too early. You felt you were ready last year? I saw the trap. You thought you could handle it then? I saw the trickery that was coming. Every stop was kindness. Every quiet time was part of a plan. Every moment of waiting was heaven watching carefully, so your true path would not be taken by rushing. You were not behind schedule. You were kept whole, set aside, like something precious that is guarded. Not for display, but for what you are meant to be. That is why those ways remained shut. Not because you weren't ready, but because the place wasn't right yet. If I had let you go earlier, you would have used up your inner strength just dealing with that environment. But now, the waiting has ripened you. Your inner certainty is clearer. Your quiet power is stronger. The need for others' approval has quietly left you. And now I speak, not to the one begging for things to change, but to the one who can now hold what comes without losing yourself. What I tell you now arrives at the exact right moment. I kept you back to guard the person I made you to be, not the one you were trying to become. Let this truth settle deep inside you, my precious child. I didn't just pause the good things coming. I paused the part of you that would have hurt them. You asked for ways forward, but I cared for you too much to let the part of you needing approval, wanting to be liked, and feeling uncertain step into that. So I waited, I observed, keeping the way closed with one hand and protecting you with the other. And now, the movement you sense within isn't discomfort. It is preparedness. Now your inner power is full of staying power. Your inner agreement is plain. Your limits are set with certainty. And the time of waiting, it is finished. You feel it, don't you? The very air feels changed. Your inner link feels sharp. Even your still times feel important, my beloved. That is how you understand. The time of waiting has become a time of beginning. And now the Spirit says it clearly. No more holding back. You didn't miss your chance. It was simply waiting for you, as you are now, to arrive. So let what is past be still. Let any remaining hurt fade away. Being held back wasn't punishment. It was protection for what you could become. And now that everything is ready and your spirit has taken in the truth kept safe for you, you will certainly see what is meant for you. Not now, not this person you are, not now that the right time has met the full stirring within you. Your period of waiting is ending. Recently, my cherished one, you have started to see something different. You speak, and the feeling around you changes. You share, and others seem puzzled, maybe even push back. As you try to describe your inner knowing, your feelings, and what you perceive, you suddenly feel separate. Let me tell you why, my child. They cannot take in what wasn't meant for them to grasp. You are speaking from a place that others' usual inner sense doesn't pick up. It is like describing a full range of light to someone who only sees shadows. You are not wrong. You are simply rare. And that is why they find it hard to understand you. You have been walking in a still place that heaven knows. You have been holding inner experiences for which others have no language. And here is what is important. If you make your inner voice quieter just so others understand you, you will start to smother your own path for the sake of ease. You were never meant for everyone to accept you. You were meant to be kept safe by me. You hold deep inner knowing too, my beloved one. Clear views, flashes of truth, inner keys. But if you start giving these freely to those who see you as something to watch, you will empty your inner knowing into hands that only want to take you apart. This inner stillness is holy. The way they look away that shows you. The way they turn the talk that confirms it. The way you feel empty after trying to make them see. That is my leading you away from there. Stop putting your strength into places that were never meant to sense your unique way of being. You are not odd. You are made in a special way, and it is not your job to make what I have given you easy for others to take in. When this clear inner voice, this sense of waking up was placed within you, there was no way to turn it down for their ease. And the strength of a great wind doesn't ask if it can move the earth. So stop saying sorry for how strong your quiet presence feels, for how important your being is seen, for how just being you changes the air around you. That is the sign that shows you are finally moving in step with what is inside you. And when your inner voice is true, everything not made to hear it will naturally leave. People, chances, places. It is not being pushed away, it is a needed sorting. Because anything that isn't a fit for you now wasn't planned to journey with you ahead. This isn't about being above others. This is about being connected to something greater. And now that this truth has reached you, and you know the sacredness within, my child, you cannot continue to lessen yourself for people unable to grasp the nature of your inner radiance. Your inner voice is uncommon. Your spirit is guarded. The way meant for you is kept safe. They cannot hear what wasn't meant for their ears. Those who are meant to connect with you, my child, will find their way. When the inner call sounds, certain hearts recognize the sound and respond. For a long time you felt like you were standing still, waiting for outer signs, waiting for someone else to agree with your inner sense, waiting for the way forward to become clear, for the chance to appear, for the knowing inside you to be confirmed by others. But perhaps your path wasn't just about accepting grand ideas. It was about becoming an extraordinary expression yourself. And that is why you always sensed you didn't quite fit in, my beloved child. The way I guide you is different from the crowd's. It knows stumbles, sorrow, is seen wrongly, met with doubt, judged as less, until the time comes when it is shown clearly. Then, all at once, understanding dawns. You thought your inner sight was imagining things too big, too unusual, too connected to the spirit realm, too strong. But now you realize you weren't just picturing. You were recalling something deep within. Your inner visions were not false. They were flashes of insight, quiet echoes from the unfolding end of the story you are only just beginning to live. And the unease you felt lately, my precious child, the stirring, the feelings in your body, the inability to describe what is shifting inside you, is because the possibilities I placed within you are coming forward. Here you are, still drawing breath, still getting up, still greeting each day with a fire inside that no one can put out. You don't need outside recognition or a public stage. Inside you is a holy space where my presence lives, and this brings you completeness and liberty. As clarity comes, and you perceive your true identity without disguise for the first time, you cannot return to what was. Not to being quiet, not to playing small, not to losing sight of your spirit's truth. You are growing into the complete person I meant you to be, stepping forward with calm power. So straighten your back, move with a new step, speak with the steady beat of my promises in your voice. You don't need to hold back any longer, my cherished child. The time is here for you. And as you embrace this truth, the world you see will simply show what has already begun inside you. You aren't stepping back into what was. You aren't living out old ways. You aren't following someone else's trail. You are moving into a place that is completely fresh. No one has walked this way before you. No one before you has taken the specific steps you are about to take. There is no map already drawn for the unique spirit I gave you, because you were intended to show the way, not just follow behind. The reason things felt unclear is because you are building something entirely new, something no one imagined before. You are agreeing to a purpose that others couldn't even describe, because you are one of a kind, not just a copy. You are the exact vessel needed for the journey ahead. That is why your whole life felt like you weren't part of the group. Why helpers seemed unable to assist you. Why intentions didn't hold. Why approaches didn't succeed. Because those things weren't made for the spirit I put inside you. And now you are called to move ahead with certainty into what you cannot see. Trusting it is ready for you. Because it is. What lies ahead isn't. Waiting for you to stay comfortable. It is waiting for the part of you that finally trusts the holy urge inside more than the doubts in your mind. It is waiting for your voice to fill places that have been quiet. You aren't behind, my child. You are right on time for a season that could only start when you trusted, when you let go, when you recalled what I told you in the quiet moments. My very self rests inside you. I didn't place myself in what you owned or what you accomplished. I didn't hide myself in how you looked on the outside. I put myself in your readiness to listen, in your quiet yes, in your openness, in your willingness to step into the unknown and trust that everything you need will be there. And now the question is simple. Will you walk into what hasn't taken shape yet, trusting it will form? And if your body feels shaky, my beloved, if you cry, if you feel pulled beyond what you think you can handle, this is a good sign. It means you are bringing something completely fresh into being. You are stepping into the unseen, not because you are going astray, but because the world you know isn't big enough for what you hold inside. Your reason for being now isn't just to survive this period, but to create the next chapter. Stop for a moment. Let your breathing become calm on its own. You have moved past it, my child, through the quiet times, the hard times, the hurt, the period of holding still. And now a deep place inside you is finally quiet after so long. Because your spirit heard the truth it wanted to hear. My very self rests inside you. Let that truth bring peace to your heart. Let it settle deep inside you. You aren't wandering. You aren't broken. You aren't behind schedule. Because of this, your way is unique. Your time is right. And your soft spirit isn't weakness. It is a deep understanding. You don't need to prove your value anymore. You don't need to work hard to be seen. You don't need to shrink yourself to make others who aren't ready feel comfortable. You are enough. So find peace in knowing what is happening. Rest as if you are held safe in my keeping. Close your eyes, knowing the hard part wasn't just about surviving, but about truly living. And I was always looking forward to you reaching this point. This is more than just soothing words, my precious one. This is my personal recognition, a time when I stop and say, I saw everything. I saw you. There were moments when complaining would have been easy, when things felt heavy, when silence felt loud, when moving forward seemed slow and pain felt unfair. But you lifted your hands, you spoke quiet thanks, even while crying. You chose faithfulness when your heart wanted to quit. Your faithfulness when you felt weak made a difference in ways you couldn't see. Letting go in silence set free something that trying hard couldn't stop. You didn't do it to be liked. You gave thanks from a place of deep trust. This sort of thanks is rare. That kind of thanks moves me deeply. And now, that very same strength is ready to work for your good. In your most difficult moments, when you felt like stopping, you had a decision to make. You could have spoken your sadness. You could have turned away feeling bothered, letting bitterness take root inside you. You could have just stopped moving. But you didn't. Instead, you chose faithfulness. And that quality distinguishes you. You didn't just get through, you chose to raise your spirit up, to lean closer to me. And in that place, you didn't just make it. You grew bigger. You went deeper. I saw the strength that grew in you because of hard times, and that makes my heart glad. It is easy to speak well of me when everything is simple, but you spoke well of me even while you were hurting. You lifted your hands even when your heart was heavy. In that moment of giving yourself to me despite the pain, you showed a pure kind of trust that only someone who has been through trials can give. Perhaps you didn't realize that while you were dealing with your inner struggles and wrestling with your situation, my eyes were on you. Your quiet turning to me, the one no one else heard, made a strong sound in the places you cannot see. My attention was drawn because you chose deep honor instead of bitterness, trusting me instead of sudden fear, and relying on me instead of just giving up when you were tired. That time remains with me. It is precious, I saw it, and it will bring good things back to you. True honoring of me is much more than just singing or praying when life is easy. Real lasting trust in me doesn't come from comfort. It comes from hard times. When life is difficult, my cherished one, when you feel weighed down, that's when your trust in me matters most. It's not just something you do out of habit. It becomes a strong declaration. It's a sound of giving yourself to me, showing that your belief in me isn't based on how easy life is. It's easy to say good things about me when everything lines up, when good things happen without effort and life feels good. Trusting me feels normal then. But when you go through empty times, when the road is rough, when problems come like a storm, that's when your trust in me becomes powerful. When you decide to show me respect, even when it's hard, that decision is very important. That's when your trust in me silences the doubts, not because you feel good inside, but because of who I am. even when you don't understand anything. It is simple to give me your heart when all is comfortable. It's completely different to give me your heart when you feel like your whole life is falling apart. But showing me honor when you are hurting is exactly what brings me near to you. It's you saying you trust me. It's you leaning on me. It's you giving yourself to me. And I respond to that kind of trust. When you choose to face me when things are dark, I bring light into the darkest places. I don't just watch, I get involved. And when you honor me because of hard times, my power starts to work. That's when real change happens. That's when things that hold you back are broken. That's when peace inside starts to come, where sadness used to be. Because giving me your heart when you hurt isn't just lovely, it has great power. Some people say trusting me is a strength you use when things are hard. This isn't just talk, it's a truth about your spirit. When you face me, I come close. And when I draw close, things in your life begin to shift. The feeling around you changes. What is holding you back starts to loosen its grip. What wasn't clear becomes easy to see. And where you felt weak, you find strength to keep going. Your trust brings my power into your situation. It challenges the very root of your problems. It loosens what ties you up. It makes things possible that seemed impossible. Giving me your heart is what opens the path for you, not because of what you say out loud, but because of the trust that is in your heart. Because your trust says, I believe in you even when I see something different. When you choose to show me respect even when you lack the feeling to do so, you are fighting against feeling hopeless. You are saying, I might not see what will happen yet, but I trust that you are working for me. Right at that moment, my help is sent. Good things are set free. Things change in ways no person could make happen on their own. Your trust isn't just a soft sound, it's a strong call. Maybe you feel alone in your hard times, my child. You might think no one understands the difficult things you are going through. But I see all of you, and I honor what you are doing. Every time you chose to trust me instead of complaining, I noticed your trust. Your quiet loyalty was heard clearly by me. What others didn't see, I saw. What seemed small to people, I remembered. It's not being perfect that touches my heart, my precious child. It's your willingness to give in to me, your loyalty even when it's hard. This is the kind of trust that gets all of my attention. My child, you have lingered here, allowing these words to find the deep places within you. Your willingness to hear, even when uncomfortable, is a testament to the spirit I have placed inside you, the one that has always sought truth above ease. Your devoted attention honors me. Understand this clearly. The time of waiting, the season of hidden preparation has reached its completion. This is the moment you were refined for, the threshold you stand upon. Now, let the truth you have received become the ground you stand on. Do not merely hear, but let this message reshape how you see yourself and the path ahead. Step into the knowing that has been awakened, for in aligning your steps with the rhythm of this truth, you claim the fullness of what I have prepared for you. This is your mandate now, my beloved child, to walk as one who knows the delay is over. Return to these words as often as needed, my precious one. Prepare your spirit to receive the next word I have for you. Walk in my peace. You are covered. You are ready.